Starting up. And we are golden. Hello everyone, Contagious Storm here, back with another live stream. Sorry I took so long, though I only have one subscriber, so most likely not a whole lot of people were waiting. But anyway, I am back with, it may be Minecraft now, but it's the same plan as it was before. I've looked at the Halo 5 Forge gameplay, all of the stuff that I did the previous stream, and I've modded it into Minecraft. Don't mind that it says 8 mods are loaded. There are technically only, well, I've got not enough items because I want to be able to see recipes, and then I've got my own mod. But that's all. And of course dependencies and the usual like stuff that it automatically packs in with Forge. But yeah, so pretty much I added a bunch of Halo weapons as well as infection, sort of, like, it'll be something I'll have to show off later. But for now, chances are we're not going to see very much of that, because, well, there's just, it's kind of late game sort of stuff. I don't know how late of game, but whatever the case, let's just get started. I'll call this Contagious Storm World Stream. just make sure all is well here. Whoops. Default world. I don't need cheats allowed. I'll just keep things normal. Just an ordinary Minecraft world. So as this whole thing goes on, I will... Whoa. This is an interesting world. As things carry on, I will be getting more and more stuff added to the game, and it'll just be interesting. We'll see what kinds of stuff happens. I'm not super excited about this world right now, but we'll make it work. Okay, just to find out what's gonna happen if I click on this. Okay, good. It's gonna give me a recipe, which means now if I look at all my fancy weapons here, I can click on them and see the recipes. Awesome. The whole reason that I added this mod is not so I can cheat and spawn stuff in or anything, but so I can see the recipes that I made for stuff, because now that it's 1.12, we've got this book thing, but that only tells you vanilla recipes, so now my usual recipe mods that I would get don't exactly exist for this update, because they don't seem practical except for mods. So that's why I got this. So now I can get all of my fancy little weapons, and yeah, happy about that, because I am not gonna remember. Where are you going? Oh man. Kinda need leather too, so this is gonna be interesting. Because see, the plan here is I'm gonna try to get enough leather that I'll be able to start making Spartan armor. Because when I have Spartan armor, I'll be very, very powerful. And I forget how much leather I need for this, but I will know eventually. Ooh, we've got an ocean monument right over there. That could be useful at some point, though I'm not going to be going there anytime soon. I hate attacking cows because they're just so fast. It's kind of ridiculous how fast they are, but what am I doing? Okay, just trying to get my controls back in order because apparently they were changed. Cool. What is conflicting with X? Oh. I don't care about any of this stuff. Doesn't matter. None of this stuff matters. What matters right now is chat. It's supposed to be C. Sorry about that. But this is a stream, so stuff like that happens. Yes, try and run away. Can't escape now. Wah, wah, wah. I'm an evil murderer. It's okay, they're digital cows. It's not... They're not real. Not that I am really that concerned about the lives of cattle. I don't really like watching them get killed, though. I have watched a cow get shot multiple times. It was very unpleasant. I wanted to leave, but nobody would let me. Because I was supposed to help carry the meat. But I don't have to help with stuff like that anymore, so I'm not going to. Unless I absolutely have to. Ooh, yes, a village. Perfect. I wanted one of these. Not because I'm gonna be cheap and not gonna build my own house. I am definitely gonna build my own house. But I really wanted to have like a village to work with as kind of a base of operations, and just to kind of give it more of a civilization sort of feel rather than just, oh yeah, I'm just by myself out in the middle of nowhere. So this is perfect. Let's see if they have a blacksmith, because that would be very useful. Yes. Or I can speak their language. Huh. I actually can do a pretty good impression of villagers, but I'm not gonna do it right now. Maybe another time. So it looks like this village is pretty basic. Just a few houses here and there, and some farms. Oops. Did I damage that? Oops. We do have a church, which is good. Good to have one of these clerics are ridiculous because they want rotten flesh, but I don't mind. I like emeralds. And that guy wants coal, so interesting situation here. Nice, nice to have a village already. But I need to get stone and get working on stuff, because as I am right now, I'm not going to be able to handle nighttime. Here's one of my first modded items to be seen in game. Copper ore can be mined with stone tools. Not incredibly useful, but at the same time very important for certain recipes that well, I don't even have to goof around. I made it so copper is used for ammo, making ammo. So pretty much that means that weapons, like if I want to make any weapons, I'm pretty much going to need copper, because I can make swords, but if I want to shoot things with more than just a bow, I'm gonna have to shoot with ammo. I don't even know what I'm saying other than guns requiring. That's all. Don't need to say more. Alright, so now that I have collected coal, let's see how much I need for... Oh, I've already got enough for a furnace. That's nice. Nice. Can get started with the furnace. Grab an apple and eat the apple. Actually, I don't know if... Ah, yeah. I'm plenty far away from actually being able to make that Spartan armor. But at the same time, pretty close. That's two parts of it. Because the Spartan armor, for the underlay is actually made with leather armor and a couple other materials. So let's see. Let's figure out where I'm gonna build. Where I'm gonna build my main home. I feel like this is a really bad spot to build because I won't be able to get to the other side of the village if it needs protected, because I'll have a big ravine to go through. It's not an actual ravine, but you get my meaning. It's a big pit. Over here on this hill, however, I have a nice view of the land I have yet to conquer. I have cows to slaughter over there. Just need a little bit more leather, that's all. And I should be able to access any part of the village fairly easily from here. So it looks like this is where I'm going to be building. However, now I'm in trouble because I didn't think about getting wool. And I don't want my villagers to die already. So I'm actually gonna do something totally crazy and run out into the middle of nowhere in the middle of the night and look for sheep. All I need is 3 wool and I should be able to survive the night by skipping it. This is not looking good though, because I don't see any sheep. Now I'm remembering why I was gonna make a furnace. It wasn't to smelt ores, it was to smelt, or to cook my food, so I would actually have food. Ah, we found sheep and skeletons. And let's see if there are sheep a little bit further away from the skeleton. Ah. Ah. That was dangerous. Alright, that's one wool. And excuse me, Mr. Sheep. I need your wool. It's definitely cool that colored beds have been added to Minecraft, but one thing I've noticed it does as well is that it makes it so that you can't just use any sheep for one bed. Actually makes it so that you have to make sure you only are crafting it with one color of wool, which can be frustrating if you find a black sheep and 2 white sheep or something like that and you're in a hurry like I am. Thankfully there were 3 white sheep over there. Just gotta hurry and make this bed before that zombie catches up to me and tries to bring a friend. Cool. Slept the night. Hopefully none of my villagers have been hurt. That didn't look good. It looked like that zombie had a coat. Or was it you? Don't know if that was a zombie dying who was also a villager before, or just a villager walking by a dead zombie. Probably the latter. I'm gonna hope it was the latter. So, that is a new thing to consider here. Where was my... Okay, it was right here. Am I going to be able to get up here easily, though? That's a good question. Looks like it won't be too hard, but I think right now I just gotta work on food. Because I'm gonna be in trouble if I don't have my food now. Also need to make an axe. Because I'm not gonna spend hours on trees. Just gonna chop it all down real fast with a pick. I know some people think it's a waste of time, but you kinda gotta consider, or not a waste of time, but a waste of materials. It's a waste of time not to use an axe, because it's just a little bit of stone and a couple sticks, and right now I'm streaming. And I only want to stream an hour. I don't want to go too far beyond an hour. But I also don't want this to be too incredibly boring. Kind of already is being a little bit boring, but what can you expect from part 1 of a series that's going to be a survival series? in Minecraft. Usually involves trees. It's how most Minecraft survival games start. Might as well use this wood that I'm collecting to build. So, I guess I am going to use the same kind of design. Well, not the same design, but the same color scheme palette as a lot of the village houses in this area. Which does mean I'm gonna want some stone. Because I use that. But before I get too far with that, to try to build it, I'm gonna make sure I know exactly what I'm doing. I don't like building stuff and then deciding not to build it anymore. It's not very cool. I hear a zombie underneath me. That's just great. Maybe he'll give me some more rotten flesh. Am I like... I feel the vision feels strange. That's normal. I guess I just been playing too much Halo. Apparently the zombie is not down here. Oh well. So, oh yeah, stone. I want stone. So I might as well start mining this area. Ooh, that's what I should add. I was thinking about what other mods I should add, because this will be boring if it's only my mods. At least for a little bit. So I was thinking, what other mods should I add? And I know exactly what I need to add. Vein miner. Because boy is it boring to mine coal, let alone to watch someone else mine coal. I just don't like mining coal. But I guess as I collect coal and stone and stuff like that, might as well explain a little bit of what is going on here. So pretty much the idea is I have added the weapons that I used in Halo 5 Forge, as well as zombies from Halo 5 Forge. So they're not your typical slow, weak zombies like what you normally have in Minecraft. They're Spartan zombies, so they're not actually any tougher. In fact, they're weaker than normal zombies, I think. But on the other side of things, they deal significant damage because they have an energy sword. So they are a force to be reckoned with. However, they don't actually spawn by default. There are special conditions that you have to meet before they'll actually appear. Most specifically, actually, I don't want to cook that, because if I kill enough chickens, then I'll get an emerald for it. But yeah, I have to have a certain armor level in order to have zombies spawn, like Halo zombies spawn. So in other words, that means that I won't end up getting massacred by zombies just yet. By Halo zombies. Not to be mistaken for the Flood. These guys are not Flood. I'm sure the day will come eventually when I will be making Flood from Halo. And that will be terrifying. But for now, no. No Flood. Just infected Spartans. If you can even say just infected Spartans. That's pretty terrifying too. Oh, I need one more leather. I need one more leather, cow. You know what that means? It means you're dead. I don't know if you have seen it, because you might be 20 different people with completely different interests, but Caleb City, I don't know if you know of him. He made a pretty funny video about talking while playing games and taking that stuff out of context. So pretty much it was just the FBI have considered some guy a suspect and they've bugged his room, and this guy's, the FBI agent, is gonna come in, but then he hears this guy talking about how he killed somebody by chopping their legs off and then setting them on fire. And it's pretty hilarious because they get all freaked out, think he's some sort of crazy serial killer, but he isn't. He's just a guy playing a game. Playing a really weird game, but that's aside from the point. It's probably some sort of... yeah. Probably was based on some sort of apocalypse game. But it would seem that night is falling. I should probably sleep before the zombies come out. Don't want my villagers to die. So, here's the plan. I am going to probably want to do some leveling of this ground. And up here, I'm gonna build like some sort of watchtower style building. And probably down here will be my actual home, or like a storage place or something, because this isn't a very big area. I don't know, I might actually just expand it as I see fit. Kind of hug the terrain rather than just building on it. Build around it. But I'm gonna spare you all by using a shovel. But yeah, probably gonna make this look kind of like a military watchtower. I like to do a lot of medieval style stuff, but considering I added Halo stuff to this mod pack, I'm probably gonna want to keep it on the modern or military sort of side of things. Because then, if I build a castle and then it's being attacked by soldiers or aliens or stuff like that, I'll just feel strange. That would just be weird. But that's not going to stop me from building something very similar to the castle. It'll just be more like a modern fort sort of castle. Not so medieval fantasy. Whatever the case, I do really like to build in Minecraft, so chances are I will not just be building one place. Chances are very high that I will be building much more than that. Sorry if my voice is kind of giving out a little bit. I made a mistake and had milk recently, so my voice is just kind of hoarse from that. So let's see. If I'm going to make this like a military tower, I guess. Yeah. Actually, I want to make sure this is big. So what I'm doing right now is measuring how, like, what the corners are, what I can afford to do. Probably should have started up here, actually. Based it on this part. I mostly should be looking for the center of the platform and then build out from there. I just want to make sure that I can actually fit the biggest possible structure on here without making it too oddly shaped. Because I want this to look more industrial. Yeah, I guess, is that the center? No. There's no real center. That's the major issue here. But that is pretty much the center. So I'll just build out from here and see what happens. Okay. Yeah. So that's a reasonable size. I'll go with that. Now I'm just gonna mine up this stuff because I'm going to do something else for the floor. Look at that. I've already got a visitor. He wants coal. Don't mind if I do. Might as well get these guys started. Oops. So it looks like I'm gonna need a lot more stone, because the current plan is I'm going to build this probably about 4 blocks up. And actually, I don't want the corners to be this. I'm going to make them something else, like andesite. Yeah. I'm going to make them andesite, because that will look interesting. Actually, maybe I'll make it granite. Yeah, I think we'll see. We'll see what both things look like. But yeah, I'm gonna build it probably about 4 blocks tall in cobble, and then another say 5 blocks of oak planks. Yeah, so that should be interesting. But then I'll make like a special roof window sort of thing. You'll see what it looks like. I can grab a little bit of this stuff while I'm here, because I'm gonna use it. I might as well see what it looks like right now. How it looks next to cobble as a corner piece. If I can even get up. Yeah, sure. That works. Might not be the prettiest thing later. Might change it later. For now, I like it. It's unique. Let's see if there's anything else I need to cook. Nope, but I should probably make a chest. I'll use the birch wood for that. Right now, I don't have any intended uses for birch. Don't have any idea what I'll do with it other than what I'm doing right now. Use it for materials, or for storage and stuff. Use it for stuff that it doesn't matter what it looks like, because it doesn't inherit an appearance from that. Oh dear, looks like I did not remember to save some stone for a pickaxe. I'm not going to mine all of my stone with wood pickaxe. Not even going to try. So of course, as I already was saying earlier, this stream is probably going to be rather boring right now, but I'm actually going to play Minecraft a lot more frequently than most of the other games. So, in other words, I'll be getting back to this a lot more. I'll be progressing a lot more. So we'll get to see my mods in use quite a bit, and it'll be cool. Right now, since I am streaming, exclusively streaming, it is going to be kind of boring though, because that's just how starting Minecraft goes. I think I'm gonna make some torches. I want to mine in peace. More importantly though, I want to be able to sleep. So I don't want zombies down here to be bothering my ability to sleep somehow. It's a little too far away for that, but the more lit areas, the better. Ooh, I haven't seen this spot before. Cool, he didn't blow up the iron. I could use some iron. It'll make my job a lot easier. Ooh, even more caves. I'll have to go caving sometime soon. I'll be sure to progress a little bit without, or like outside of the stream, so that way it's not all this boring stuff. Because I haven't really seen any YouTubers do that before anyway, for good reason. Nobody wants to watch 10 different streams of an hour of digging in Minecraft. I mean, I could try to make an ASMR of it. That's a joke, don't expect me to do that. But I think I am going to change things up a little bit here. I'm going to stop going down there for my mining. And I'm going to go over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a quarry. In other words, I'm going to find a good spot. I'm actually going to put it right here, because it's already sort of done for me. But pretty much the idea is I'm going to carve out about a square, some sort of square or something. Probably going to be more of a rectangle, but who cares? Whatever the case, I am going to... Ooh, got shotgun ammo. That'll be useful later. There's a very small chance ammo might appear from breaking grass. Just figured it would make sense. As if the world has had wars in the past. Find yourself digging and stumble upon ammo. Not that any bullets that have been previously fired are going to be useful, but who cares? I thought it'd be a cool mechanic, so I put it in. It's just another way to get ammo on the fly. But yeah, so I'm just going to keep going around in a square. Though I think at this point I should probably focus on the center of the square, shouldn't I? Wait until the shovel breaks to make new ones. But the reason I built it here, dug it right next to this cave entrance, is that this way I'll, before I even bother like making a built-in staircase, I'll already have a natural way in and out. It's just a useful thing to do when you're making a quarry, is keep a consistent way out without having to constantly make one when you are ready to go out. I'll just make 2 shovels. But yeah, so the next game that I'm gonna play, I forget what it is. I have like a pattern I'm following. Not anything special about the pattern, it's just some sort of random pattern. But the next game I'll probably, assuming it's that kind, I'll try to add stuff from Halo and Minecraft. And we'll see how that goes. Because I don't exactly know what that's going to look like. I know for my Halo mod, I tried to make the textures look a little bit like they belong. Sort of. I could have just made them all 3D models in Blender and made them all look super amazing and like they didn't belong, but I wanted them to look like they belong in Minecraft, because that can be kind of annoying when you're playing a game and everything is all over the place as far as appearances go. I personally don't tend to care, but I know my brother hates it when that happens. And knowing there are going to be people watching this eventually, or there could be people watching this eventually who have similar feelings about random things. I figured I'd appeal to the well, appeal to more people. I'm still kind of new to this whole thing myself, so don't need to ruin my chances to actually get some viewers by being cringy. I can't help if my actual behavior is cringy, though. That's just something you're gonna have to deal with. If I make you cringe. Just kidding, you don't have to deal with it at all. You can leave. But I would ask that you don't. Because if you leave, then who's gonna watch me? Right now, since I have so few subscribers, as in literally one, just consider yourself the only reason that I'm actually making these. Even though I'm actually making these for the sake of having fun making YouTube videos. I don't need an audience, but the point of a video is to have people see it, so, you know, I'm kind of contradicting myself, but also kind of not. It's just fun. I figure it gives me another excuse to change things up and keep playing games in different ways if I'm making content in the process. It's also my way of getting extra practice, because I actually... I'm gonna light up this cave. I actually will also be making my own. And creepers, I tell you, creepers have a strong, like, magnetic attraction to torches that I place. I know that was my fault that they came over, because I placed the torch and then I let them come towards me. But that just happens a lot. Is I place down torches and then later a creeper blows up in that same spot. But anyway, back to what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Wait. I'm still thinking of previous things that I was talking about. Did I ever actually finish talking about... I don't know. I forgot it. Too much creeper craziness. Whatever the case, I do have pretty high expectations for this particular series, the Minecraft mod. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I remember what I was talking about. actually am able to make and going to make my own games as well. So rather than just modding games for any of these special things that I do, I will also be making my own game. Well, 3 of them. So look forward to that if you're watching this, because chances are I'm actually going to stream my process of making it as well, and that'll be a lot more flexible than just modding Minecraft or other games or using the in-game creators, because most of the games I will be playing I can't mod myself, but the games that I like to play generally have in-game creation things you can do, so you can make your own custom items or armor or stuff like that. I know I'll definitely be playing XCOM 2, and in that I'll be making my own troops. So that's just one example. I'll also probably play Planet Explorers, even though that's kind of a dead game. It's not as bad as it. It's not as bad as most of the reviews it has, but its large negative review group is all the people who played it early access when it was incomplete and broken, being upset that it was incomplete and broken. But yeah, Planet Explorers lets you pretty much make anything you want. I don't really know how to play it that well, but I will be trying. So now that I have done some collecting before I go and continue my quarry, I might as well keep building this. Change things up a little bit. But yeah, as I go on, I will be playing more and more different things and similar things. Like, I already mentioned that I'm going to try to make Minecraft kind of a regular thing, because I do enjoy Minecraft quite a bit, and I put a lot of effort into making the mods for this game, so I kind of want to get to enjoy them as much as I can. I'm sure you can understand that. Put enough time into something, you're gonna want to use it. Looks like I'm gonna go up to 5, because this isn't quite as tall as I wanted it to be. I mostly want it to look less like a cube and more like it's... I just want it to look a little tall. And that was not giving me the impression of a tall building. That was giving me the impression of a squatty building. Okay, I'm gonna go up to 6, maybe 7 blocks of cobble, because I had an image in my mind, and that's still shorter, right up there. That's shorter than what I had in my mind. So, looks like I've got my work cut out for me. But that's okay, because with the quarry system, I will have plenty of materials. I like quarries because they're really, they actually can look good. I know you might be thinking, wow, you cut a square into the world like a chunk error. How is that capable of looking good? But as time goes on, if you start putting like a fence rail around your staircase down, and if, say, I decide to only mine stone and not to mine the special stones or ores for a little bit, unless I completely uncover the bottom of them, then it ends up forming the appearance of like piles of ore, or like boulders and stuff. It gets pretty cool. So I really like making quarries as my method of mining. See, I'll just show you guys what I mean. I'm only gonna mine stone right now, and you'll see what this results in. Because this actually looks pretty believable as a place where people are mining. It's based on real quarries, so that should be expected. Because real quarries tend to look like this. Usually it's kind of a matter of, like, usually I don't think it's actually like square cut right into the ground, but I think it's usually like in a cliff face or something. But this is how I'm doing it. It makes gathering stone a lot easier for me, because if I'm just in a cave, I'm like, where do we even start? There's stone all around me. Like this though, it's like I'm building, but I'm breaking stuff. And I've now broken a hole into the cave that I saw earlier. Cool. Okay. Let's get out of here though, because that was not what I was planning on doing. Was not planning on diving into the deep unknown caves. That might affect the appearance of this quarry a little bit. But alright. We'll make do with what we have, if I can speak. Alright, so usually when I am doing this quarry thing, I'm trying to make it look cool, doing this whole pile thing, is if I'm cleaning out a layer and there's stone underneath one of the blocks that I have left, I actually break the block above the stone. So again, I'm doing it right here because I don't want floating ledges for cosmetic looks. Because it just doesn't make sense to have floating ores or anything like that, but I also don't want it to look like a quarry where a bunch of people have been slacking either. I want it to look like a good place. A well-used quarry. It just happens to have some big rocks in it. What am I doing? I'm actually placing... That's a weird action. Weird thing to do. to actually go and place ore because you accidentally mined it, but I'm trying to show off a look. This is surprisingly rigid. It usually ends up looking a lot more like this over here when I do a quarry, but yeah, that's kind of the concept. It tends to look pretty cool. Gonna make sure to mine that stuff pretty soon here, but I have reached my hour limit. I don't intend to stream anymore, so I will be seeing you guys later. Actually, I won't see you. If I could see you, that'd be really freaky. I would probably be a creepy hacker if that were the case, and made some sort of virus attached to my video or something. But you might see me sooner than later. I don't know. It's kind of just, you know, I'm actually finishing school pretty soon here, so I'll have more time technically, but at the same time, who knows, because I do have a job and I have to learn a few programs like Unreal for that job, so I can't promise anything as far as schedules, as much as I'd like to. But I can promise that right now I am done streaming. So yeah, the next game, let me see. I'm actually gonna hold on just a little bit longer and find out if I like which game I'm probably going to play. I might wind up playing Halo 5 again. That's a possible option. If you happen to be watching and have a suggestion of a game, I might be able to do it. But it looks like my current 3 options that I have right now would be Halo 5 Forge, maybe Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator. I don't know, depends on how well I can mod it, because that's another one of the games that I would prefer to mod over just downloading whatever mods are there. It's one that I have successfully added some stuff to, so I know it does sort of work to mod that game for me. But let's see, what else? Those are both the question mark sort of games. The ones that I'm not so sure I'm actually gonna do. Next game also might be Minecraft as well. But it looks like if none of those, it will be Blender. So I'll probably end up either streaming one of those games that I'm not so sure about, or I'll actually stream myself making one of the games that I arranged to make, because I do have 3 concepts of games that I figure I might as well make as part of this series, and so that is what I intend to do. Just trying to see if I can find my notes that I wrote about this idea, because I had pre-planned this, but now I don't know where I wrote any of that down. which is fantastic. It's alright. I'll find it. But that's what it looks like it might be. So, look forward to seeing any of those things or one of those things. If you have a suggestion, go ahead and leave that in the comments. If you, for some reason, enjoyed this, first off, let me know. I would appreciate knowing that this was enjoyable, even if it was enjoyable because of how cringy it was and how bad I am at YouTube. I don't really care. I'm just doing this because it's fun and it's practice, and I'll get better over time. But yeah, if you did enjoy it, that's great. Go ahead and subscribe, because there definitely will be more videos like this. Hopefully a little more exciting, but I'm not gonna force anything to happen. This isn't anything like scripted, so whatever happens, happens. So yeah, just yeah, feel free to like, subscribe, any of that stuff, and stay tuned for another video.